What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, I want to talk about a method you can be using right now for part 1 of the Combine promo, and also a great way to prep for part 2. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So a few very important things to go over regarding the Combine promo for part 1 and part 2, free content, ways to prepare, ways to build your team. Part 2 will be coming out tomorrow being Saturday. As far as the reveals go, it's going to be on Twitter. I'm assuming about 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight, maybe a little bit earlier because they also have to reveal the Ultimate Legends coming tomorrow. But regardless, it's going to be a good day for content tomorrow being Saturday. Now, for what you need to be doing right now, and I put out a YouTube short video on this, and if you follow me on TikTok, you may have seen it over on TikTok as well. There are secret hidden objectives within the Season 3 Field Pass for the Combine promo. They didn't give us a separate Field Pass, but if you go to Season 3 Field Pass, you go to Programs and look to your left, under Combine, which was not there yesterday morning, there are a bunch of different objectives you can complete to earn Season 3 XP. Now, a lot of you have probably already maxed out your Season 3 Field Pass and don't need the XP, but these objectives are important because if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it says complete 8 objectives, 8 Combine objectives, and you're going to get a 90+ overall Combine fantasy pack. Now, I would assume that saying it's a fantasy pack means there's going to be at least 2 options in there, and it also doesn't say that it's B&D, so you should be able to make some coin off of this pack. It's not able to be unlocked just yet, at least I don't believe, but tomorrow when part 2 of this promo comes out, you should be able to, because if you scroll through the objectives, some of the ones that you have to complete are earning 90 stars in Combine challenges. Right now, there's only 60 stars available, so you can't actually get this one undone. Also, there are objectives that require Leon Sandcastle to be in your lineup, so 1,000 yards, 2,000 yards passing, and then winning either head-to-head MUT champs or solo battles games with him in your lineup. You need 10 wins or 30 wins. The other thing I don't know the case on here, and somebody might be able to answer this in the comments, it says complete 8 objectives. You also get rewards for completing 3 and 6 objectives. I don't know if completing 3 objectives is an actual objective that counts towards the 8, and the same thing, I don't know if completing 6 of these, this actual objective here counts towards the 8 as well. But going back to the Leon Sandcastle in your lineup, this is kind of an issue because EA did give you a welcome pack yesterday. If you logged in, you probably noticed this pack that contains a free 89 overall Leon Sandcastle, but most of you probably quick sold this item. I did on my no money spent account, not knowing about these objectives. You kind of need this card in your lineup to knock out the objectives for this free fantasy pack. So if you quick sold him, the only option right now is to go out and buy his 97 overall card, and we're going to show you somewhat of a method that you can do to go out and get that card and build up your team. It's a pretty solid card. I have him on the no money spent squad, but I know, 500-600k can be a lot to you. If you didn't quick sell the card from that welcome pack, the most effective way to knock out these objectives is just throw him as a backup punt returner or kick returner in your lineup and go about your business playing the game and trying to knock out these very specific objectives with him in your lineup, and with him as a backup kick returner or punt returner, that will suffice. So that's one thing you can be doing right now to earn free content, targeting these objectives, and like I said, one of them revolves around you completing the solo challenges and earning stars, and you also want to be playing through these solos from the Combine promo because you can get a free 95 overall, and you can either get a specific player or there's going to be a fantasy pack. So if you go into these solo challenges, there's only 60 stars available right now. I haven't played them, but from what I've heard, they're very, very easy and don't take much time at all. I really encourage you to get them done before tomorrow being Saturday morning, because when part 2 comes out, we're going to get another sequence added into here that's going to contain more stars, and obviously more stars is going to equal more rewards. Early on, you get a strategy item pack that can actually boost up combine players in your lineup, but I still think the Super Bowl strategy item right now is the better move. We'll talk about this strategy item in a future video after the combine is over, then we can see what boosts actually take place. You get some coin rewards, but if you take a look at 90 stars, you're either going to get a 95 overall Joey Porter Jr., and he is a college player who has not been drafted. He gets a card, and he can get any team chem in the game, which is really cool because he comes with 96 stock speed, and if you have a 50-50 theme team, well, you're now looking at 98 speed on this card. His play rec is very, very low, so I don't know how that's going to factor when he's on the field, if he's going to be lost or if he's still going to play really well, because the other attributes are really good, and he's tall. I think he's 6'2" or 6'3". If you don't happen to want or need that card because he's a cornerback and maybe you're loaded at that position, whatever, there's still going to be the option of a 95 overall combine fantasy pack. So you can either pick that player, and that's the only way to get him, or you can go the alternate route and take this fantasy pack. Now, there's a bunch of 95 overall cards out right now, but with part 2 coming tomorrow, I assume that more 95s will be added into the mix. And when you unlock this pack, you're probably going to want to know, like, what's the best 95 to pick, or should you go with the Joey Porter Jr.? We'll find that out tomorrow, or even tonight when they reveal those 95s. And of course, I will have a video dropping tomorrow afternoon on the best choice to make once you unlock this pack. But you want to be up to date. Get your 60 stars now, so when this content drops tomorrow morning, likely about 10:30 a.m., you can knock out those solos right away and get your free 95 overall. Now, if you're in the market for any of these 97 overall combine champions, there's somewhat of a method, and maybe I shouldn't call it that because we know what method means in the MUT community, right? It's usually a way to make coins. This is more of a process, but I think something you should keep in mind if you happen to want one of these 97s. At the point that I'm making this video, you can see these are going for about 550 or higher on the auction house. I've seen them as low as like 535 and 540. They fluctuate a little bit, but there's 4 champions right now. So Leon Sandcastle, have him on the No Money Spent squad. I don't think he's a bad card, but he hasn't really stood out to me just yet. We're going to give him more time. He made one really good play that pretty much saved him, and he's going to stay on the team because of that. Bruce Irvin, I didn't think this card was very good initially, but he actually has pretty good zone coverage. He's fast, he's tall, he can rush the passer as well. So this is a nice little hybrid card. Julio Jones has been great for me. I would say definitely top 5 wide receivers in the game right now. Get route tech and deep out elite for 1 AP total. So Julio's probably my favorite of the 4. And then you still have Tristan Wirfs, which is the best right tackle in the game. I mean, maybe Forrest Gregg is, but he can get edge protector for 0 AP. I do think Lane Johnson gets a Team of the Year card next week, and Team of the Years are probably going to be 98 overall. So do you really want to spend 500-600K on a right tackle right now, with a better one likely coming with hopefully better abilities? You might want to stay away from that, but at the end of the day, he's a really good card. So all 4 of these, like I said, about 550K each. Your alternate option here is to build out these cards and complete the sets for them, and to do that, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than buying it outright, but here's why I think you should do it. You need 3 95 overall combine cards to get 197, and by completing one of those sets in return, you get the 97 of your choice and 3 95s back. Now, if you take a look at the pricing on 95s, this is without any type of filter. You can see Bryce Young, Jabril Peppers, basically about 201,000 coins. When I was kind of doing the math and breaking down what I was going to say and do in this video, they were going on average for about 210K, so they're actually a little bit cheaper. And if I sort by offense here, we can still see a handful at like 201 and 203 and 205, and I'll sort by defense again, and you'll probably see the same results. 195, I would target, if you can get these for under 200K right now, very good buy. So it's basically, and we'll just use a round number of 200,000 coins, it's basically costing you 600K to buy 3 of these 95s, and remember, 3 95s will build out a 97. One more time, if you read the description on any one of these sets, so I'll go to the Julio Jones, exchange 3 95 overall combine players to get 197 overall champion Julio Jones and a fantasy pack containing your choice of any 3 95 overall campus hero BNDs. So I did some math, and forgive me, I'm going to pull up my pen and pad here. Yes, I'm old school. I still write things down and not always use my phone. But if you bought 3 95s, right, at 200K, you're spending 600,000 coins coins to build out this 97. Now, they only cost about 550, and when I say they, I mean the 97s. They only cost about 550K on the auction house. So you're spending an extra 50K to build out the set versus buying the card outright, and the 97s could go down in price, and I kind of expect them to, but while the pricing is this way, this is the route you should take. And we actually did this on my No Money Spent account yesterday. If you're following my second channel, I really encourage you to do it. We'll link it down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. We did this. Now, prices were a lot different, but it was still the same concept, and we still made out fairly well to get Julio and to get Sandcastle on the No Money Spent squad. But day in and day out, I'm putting out videos showing you each and every move that I make on the No Money Spent account, how I build the team, how I make coins, pretty much every transaction. It's like a video vlog of what I do on every little thing. So if you're curious on how to make coins or you want to be a No Money Spent player, I really encourage you to go check out that video series on my second channel. Again, link down below in the comment section as a pinned comment to that channel. But back to what we were talking about. So if you spend 600K to build out the set, in return for that 600K, you're getting 197 and 395s of your choice. So basically what I'm telling you is for an extra 50,000 coins versus buying the card outright, you're getting 395s. So 395s for 50K is a pretty good deal, even if they are BND. One other route you can take, and I can't guarantee prices are going to hold, but, you know, hypothetically, you build out a set, you spend 600K, you sell the Julio Jones for 550. After tax, you get 495K back of that 550 that you sold it for. And if you spent 600K building out this set, that means you spent about 105K, right? Because you're getting a bunch of your coin back by selling the Julio. You spent 105K to maintain or keep the 395 overalls. Now, again, they are BND, but now I'm telling you, you can get for 105,000 coins, 395 overall cards, and if you divide 105 by 3, it's 35,000 coins each. So basically, you're getting 395s at 35K each by selling the champion card if you don't want to keep them. That's also a really good deal. And if I kind of go into these cards, I'm not going to break them all down until tomorrow, but quick thoughts on a few of these. Trenton Simpson, 6'3", good speed, gets Lurker for free, great user option at middle linebacker. I don't really care for the running back or Mike Gesicki. This Natane Muti, really good left guard. His awareness is pretty terrible, but everything else is great, but he's been on my No Money Spent squad since yesterday, and I haven't noticed him like giving up a bunch of sacks or pressure, so I think he's okay to go. Jabril Peppers, great user option for a sub linebacker, really fast, good hit power, good man coverage, good zone. He is only 5'11". That's probably the most concerning thing. I'm not really a huge fan of the Bryce Young card, so I would skip him. You got Byron Jones, and then also you have, where is his name? Cam Smith, two cornerbacks with decent height, both 95 speed. And remember, with Cam Smith and even Bryce Young, these guys who haven't been drafted yet, they get any theme team chem, so you can potentially boost up their attributes even more. So all in all, there's some pretty good 95 overall cards to pick from if you're picking the best of 3, if you're doing one of these sets and getting them back as BND. And another thing to keep in mind right now, we don't know who the 97 overalls are tomorrow, but if you can scoop up 3 of these 95s for 200K or less and hang on to them until tomorrow, if one of these 97s that drops tomorrow is really good, well, you're going to have that set pre-built already, and who's to say that these 95s won't go up in price? I don't know if they will or they won't, but it's not a bad option to prepare and build out or be ready for any of the 97s that are dropping tomorrow by buying 95s. It's been like this all year. You can use part 1 cards into part 2 sets, so there's no concern that that's not going to be a thing unless EA totally changes it on us. So I'm going to go out and buy 3 of these 95s and have them ready in hopes that whatever 97 set champion cards come out tomorrow are really good. So a bunch of different things you can do right now to take advantage of Combine Promo Part 1 and also prepare for Part 2 and get some really good cards on your squad. Thank you for tuning into another video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.